So our business is covered up camera covers. What's going on there? Oh, my bad. Did you know that more than 15,000 people get hacked per year by people who aren't even hackers? Regular people like you and me could be hacking computer cameras right now. So to help solve this problem, Nexigo and Cloud Valley created a camera cover. These camera covers have been around for a while, but have lost their buzz. With covered up camera covers, you are ensured to be up with the trends.
So this is just kind of like an evolution of how camera covers first started. So a lot of people in the beginning used like stickers or like sticky notes to cover their camera, and then they formed into the plastic ones that you can stick on.
That's what Cloud Valley and Nexigo makes, is the slide overs.
Alright, so the reason why we did this is because, now that like, the internet's developing, hackers are getting stronger, they can get into like your privacy, and no one really wants that. So we designed this so you can help, like, if you don't like, they can like, you don't have anything to cover your camera so they can see you. But with this, it'll help solve that problem.
So again, like you said, our solution is creating a camera cover. It's customizable. Our big thing is everybody else has a camera cover. They make camera covers. That's fine. We make customizable options that we can put school logos on. We can put designable logos on. Just something kind of to have there, I guess, if you're interested. And it's for extra protection and privacy.
So who's affected by this problem are people who use their computers often, so students and teachers within a school. They are affected by being hacked or having the ability to be hacked while they're using their computer and like being watched through the camera. The benefit of a covered up camera cover is it'll be customizable, and it will make sure to protect your camera, so it covers the whole camera so they can't spy on you.
So our competition, so it's Cloud Valley and Nexigo, as we said earlier. These are not really like flashy covers, they just look basic, just not something like it'll look like entertaining to you. With ours, we're gonna like make it so you can have a design on it on the back, so it'll give like the.
So an example kind of
Very first.
what we're
very
working on
first.
is this smaller part will cover like the actual camera on the computer, and then we're gonna work on making a hook to go over the computer, and then this will be maybe a little bit bigger, and this will be the design part to like clip it on the computer.
Both sides could have a design too. Our UVP is keeping you safe from spies. We obviously want you to do that. Obviously, you could turn your camera off. A lot of people do that. But even camera companies like HP have gotten in lawsuits for looking through that. Ours is just kind of like double security. We just want to make sure that, even if your camera is off, there's something blocking it, and the screen can be black either way if it was on or off.
So our market size, we were originally our target market was gonna be people in Illinois, so that's 12,670,000. And then we went to the serviceable market is high school students in McHenry County. And then what we're gonna start off by selling to is students at Holman High School.
So our marketing test. So we plan to ask like people who like are on their devices like daily, they just like have trust issues and like just don't feel comfortable, and we'll hand out like some free test products to see if like they actually would use it most of the time. Because like nowadays, the people are like on the devices, so it's just better to keep it safe. That's our Instagram page. We just created that, so we'll get that some posts on there. And here's our website. The website is up, but there's not really much thing that you can't really purchase anything. It's just like where our product shows, and what we're gonna do for the future.
We have more than 0 followers.
That's an old screen.
So our financial model, our cost of goods is our materials, machinery, which we already have the machinery to make it. We plan on using the 3D printer we have in the incubator room. Packaging, obviously, and then website making costs a monthly fee. Our revenue is, we are possibly starting a subscription. It's where we will start a subscription with a cybersecurity company where if you buy something from us, you get 10% off or 15% off or whatever off of their program that they offer for security, and vice versa. Like you buy their security, then you get a discount on ours. And that's something that we're gonna try and work in and work that into the works. Our growth is to expand the product purpose. We want to make it multi-use. Turn it, because our objective is to make it clip, so it could be used as a paper clip. It could be used as. We're just trying to make it an office tool. Use it multiple uses. We're gonna play around with it, see what we can do. Try different things.
So our assumption is that people's privacy is being invaded by hackers spying through the computer cameras, even if their camera is off. And the data that we kind of collected, we went out and interviewed people to see if they were experiencing this issue, and most of them were. So we're gonna go back out and show them examples of what we've come up with to see if they would actually use it and think they benefit from it.
The people who we went out and interviewed, they were feeling not necessarily that their privacy was being invaded, but they just were worried or just wanted something to double secure it.
So we plan on handing out business cards for our customers to help us keep connected with them. The business cards will cost around $20, and we'll have a QR code with that. So we already have a 3D printer, but for the material cost, for the white color, we have more colors eventually. But for now, the whites it will be $20, and for red it will be $22. And we'll also give stickers to customers to
Advertise.
And then for the design part, that might also possibly be a sticker on the back part. So
Could be something that we laminate on there, something like that.
Okay, so I'll knock out a few easy ones. I saw that you guys talked about what your competitors charge for their product. They said I saw it was 3. I don't remember what they were charging for 3. $6.99. So where are you guys planning to come in as a price point?
We're hoping for 4 to 5, maybe even less. It's just when we're gonna have to make everything and then kind of figure it out. But our main goal is we're shooting for either 4.5 or 5 or maybe even 4.
For 3 pieces or for 1 piece?
for 3 pieces.
Okay, and then so one of the things that makes sense is if you're trying to, if I own a company, but anyways, if you're looking to have maybe your guys who are traveling or people in your office that take laptops home with them, that's where I would see where people might want a logo. And
Right.
So how do you guys, I would say that probably the easiest way to target some of that would be whether it be something with the high school or through local businesses. How do you guys plan to kind of try to go that direction?
So for colleges, they have there's college shirts that they can rep the college to advertise them, or for NBA teams and stuff. You can just basically do that and help promote them. And, reach out and make.
At the same time, one thing that we could move forward and do is go towards more of a school administration and say even expand to Jacobs or South or any schools in McHenry County or at least the Fox Valley, and say, hey, we want to sell you 2,000 of these with your school's logo on them, and then you can sell them to your students or however they want to do it.
So I would say probably if I was looking for targeting, I would look at targeting that corporate side rather than just individual. I think that's maybe a way you can actually run that machine for a while doing one thing, and then figure out, make sure that you have to make sure also the logo is durable. You know, it's not going to wear off right away. So
that was my exact thought. You're going to want to consider wholesaling as your main source of revenue. There's not going to be many people that one-off buy these. For example, my company issue laptop comes with a little slider in there, so I'm not going to need that. Like, not that I'm the only person, but my point is that that's already being bought, but from a free advertisement perspective, companies will pay to get their logo on any sort of swag that they can get out, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So you're going to want to focus on the companies and their logos and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I would make my target market. And you don't have to, it doesn't have to be limited to schools. You can do it to other corporations as well. So that's just something that I would take a step back from going and talking to students to buy a one-off and kind of think more towards big. Especially with customizable, you might get a hit. Remember when those cell phone like holders, not this thing, but the little pop thingy? Yeah, whatever they were. I never had one, so yeah, there you go. You know, those are customizable, those are cute, you know, that was a fad for a little bit, but this is something that you can get one or two maybe. The bigger it's gonna be where you're gonna get your better money, and your margins are gonna be better too, so keep that in mind. Cybersecurity is a big deal, so I think that you have a market. I work for a bank, and I work with an insurance company, so cybersecurity and cyber insurance and cyber fraud, tax, and all that kind of stuff is like a daily battle for my life. So you're going to want to try and link up with as many insurance companies, cybersecurity companies, all that kind of stuff as well. Those are going to be people that you are going to want to say, this is what do you see, what do you think I should do, and also how can I expand on that. So that's something that I would keep in the back of your mind too as a potential mentor. Outside of that, focusing on your numbers, get a cost together, because if you present again, you're going to want to have dollars and cents behind it and profit margins. So that's one thing that's obviously missing from this today. I always focus on the numbers, and there weren't any numbers for me to focus on today, so you don't know if you're going to be able to make money yet. So just got to figure that out. So that's it.
As you say, also, it was a little bit hard to follow. I understand it's just a prototype. So, but you were talking about like having it go over the top, so you could put a logo on both sides. One thing you have to remember is laptops come in all different thicknesses. Like if you have a MacBook Air, it's gonna be a lot thinner than a Chromebook or however it is. You have to make sure that that's universal.
Right. That's why kind of our goal was to be kind of like a chip could. A chip could fit on any size of tag almost. Like you can pull it open and then
Sure. So you mean so then you're talking about having a hinge or whatever. So
yes, something
as the less moving pieces, the better.
Right.
They're
Or at least,
easier
or at least
broken,
something
too.
that's already tight that can stretch a little bit. You know.
There's one other thing I want to say. The subscription thing, you threw me off with the subscription with the cybersecurity company and the 10%. I would scrap that. I don't understand what you're doing.
Right.
Either explain it more or scrap it.
Right.
I don't think you need it. So. Okay.
You guys good with that?
Yep.
You good? For the class, any questions real quick? Just like a minute of anything to ask them about something? Yeah, what do you got?
Do you have any like statistics for how often a computer is hacked or camera is hacked?
So when we originally looked it up, it only came up with like screens getting hacked rather than cameras, and since we're focusing on like camera covers, we were trying to like find camera covers, but we couldn't find like an exact statistic.
It's hard to put a number on that just from my own day job. Sorry. I mean, the bank gets hacked multiple times a minute. Or attempts multiple
Somebody's
times a
trying
minute.
all the time.
Yes, and they've got it down to a perfect science where it's not an individual doing it. They write a code, and the code goes through and tries to get into any sort of break. So it's like never ending. So there's not a way to put a statistic on it.
We'll move on here, just make sure we get through them. So, nice job, thank you.